We just had a little bit of Wayfinder news dropped on us in the official Wayfinder Discord, and this news is talking about some inventory changes coming very soon, as well as some changes to the way we manage our echoes in the game. The announcement was posted by Solid Age, and he starts off by saying, "Hey everyone, we are currently in the process of finalizing some big changes to your inventory. We will begin a phased rollout over the next couple of weeks for everything. Right now, when you enter the Highlands, Lost Zones, or anywhere else in the game, the servers are loading your information and every other player's inventory, and that is currently unlimited. This is incredibly taxing on the servers. It's also causing a lot of lag and UI issues, resulting in a less than optimal experience for players when it's trying to load hundreds and hundreds of points of data." So I most definitely have been experiencing this whenever I'm playing Wayfinder. Anytime I open up my inventory, it just is incredibly laggy, especially whenever you're trying to mess with your echoes. And I think this is what they're trying to address. So phase one of this rollout is going to include the following. So for phase one, player inventories will be limited to 100 accessories and 300 echoes. This obviously means you're only going to be able to have 100 accessories and 300 echoes in your inventory at any given time. But it does say that whenever you're close to the cap, you're going to receive a very large warning on your screen letting you know that you are at your limit. You cannot acquire any new items or echoes if you are at that limit. So that part's very important. So once this change goes into the game, make sure you're staying under that cap. So whenever you go loot items, you are actually picking those items up. But along with these changes comes some very good news that we are getting. So with these changes comes the ability now to sell our accessories to Venge. So thank goodness all the accessories that you've been accumulating throughout your playtime, you're now going to be able to sell at Venge whenever this update starts to roll out. But the part that I found most important from this entire announcement is a really big change coming to echoes. So along with this change, players are going to be able to break down your echoes into echo dust. So that dust can then be used to infuse into your other echoes. So the dust system is currently 1-to-1, which means an echo right now that infused that gives you 150 experience will give you 150 dust. So now we're going to be able to take our echoes, break them down into dust, and then stack that dust. And then that dust is what's going to be used to upgrade our echoes further, which in my opinion is an excellent change. I've seen this floated around the community, or this suggestion floated around a lot, and I thought it was amazing, because this is going to help us manage our echo inventory a whole lot better. So now whenever you get those echoes that you just don't use, or those lower level echoes, you can immediately convert them into dust and then just use that dust or hang on to that dust for whenever you find one of those epic echoes that you're trying to upgrade. You can then utilize that dust to upgrade those echoes. I love this change, and it's something that I am super happy that's coming in sooner than later. So he then goes on to also say that whenever you log in for the first time with this new system and a full inventory, you're going to have to sell your accessories and you're going to have to convert some echoes into dust, but you're not going to lose anything that you have. And then they say in a future phase, they are going to implement the ability to get a few items that would have otherwise been abandoned due to a full inventory. They also say that in the future, they're going to be bringing this limit over to crafted housing items as well, but purchased items are going to be exempt from that limit. So that's the first phase of this phased rollout that they're going to be doing over the next couple of weeks. Phase 2 is a little bit weird. In phase 2, you're only going to be able to access your inventory and swap weapons and characters at a signal, fire, or skylight. So they go on to explain why this is. They say they realize this is a new approach, but we know it's for the better. We've pulled the data of some of our most hardcore players that are experiencing issues such as game crashes, disconnects, and UI lag. Using that data with the changes in place, there's a drastic reduction in lag, faster load times, less crashes, and overall performance gains across the board. We also have server changes that are going on this week and next that we hope to make huge differences on their own and reduce some disconnects, but will result in larger improvements once the above inventory changes are fully rolled out. The point of early access is to learn about the game and what works and what doesn't, and this will be a version 1 of the system. Echo Dust was actually a part of Echo 2.0 on our roadmap that we have prioritized for both performance gains and also simplicity using your feedback, so keep it coming. So let's back up and talk about phase 2 for just a little bit real quick. So phase 2, again, whenever this is implemented, this means that you're only going to be able to access your inventory and swap weapons and characters at a signal, fire, or when in skylight. They're doing this obviously to increase performance across the board, but it's a little bit weird. It is going to be weird whenever you're out in the open world and you're not going to be able to access your inventory, but whenever you really think about it, or at least whenever I started thinking about this, I don't really access my inventory a whole lot whenever I'm out in the open world anyway. So going to a signal fire or making my way back to skylight to change a character, or go into a closed signal fire to access my inventory isn't a huge deal, but hopefully in the future, they'll be able to add on to this system and improve their servers, improve performance enough so that we can access our inventory while we're freely walking around the open world. Because to me, that is a little bit restrictive, but hopefully we'll see what happens. And I don't mind it as long as it does increase performance, reduces disconnects, and all of those things. I think the good far outweighs the bad for the phase 2 rollout. However, I am very excited for the phase 1 rollout to be able to sell my accessories, but more importantly, to be able to convert my echoes into dust. That's going to be absolutely amazing. So we don't have an official date of when this stuff is rolling out. All we know is that it's going to be rolling out over the next couple of weeks. So it seems like phase 1 will probably be rolling out in the next few days, would be my guess. And then that's going to roll out. And then phase 2 will be here over the course of the next couple of weeks. And then it'll all be implemented. And hopefully we'll be having a lot better server performance and less disconnects whenever we're playing Wayfinder. That's going to do it for this one, boys and girls. Just want to bring you guys that news. To me, some of that stuff is really good news, especially the Echo Dust and being able to sell our accessories. I'm pretty excited to see this actually make its way into the game. Managing echoes is a pretty big nightmare, and so I'm excited for this and very excited whenever they implement version 2 of the Echo system further on down the road. I think version 2 hopefully will include some filters and some other things to make our life a whole lot easier whenever we're viewing echoes, because that system can get very cumbersome. So hopefully all of these changes will make it a whole lot easier and a whole lot more palatable for us as players. But that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you enjoy Wayfinder content, please make sure to like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate that as well. And of course, we stream every Monday and then again on Fridays, and then have a stream over the weekend at 8 o'clock a.m. CST over at twitch.tv/BDLG. We'd love to see you come hang out over there. Right now, we are playing quite a lot of Wayfinder. We do some other stuff over there too and just have a great time. We'd love to see you come hang out. But that'll do it for this one. Thank you guys again. We'll see you in the next one.